For most people, a financial crisis isn't a rare event. For most people, a financial crisis isn't a rare event. It's just waiting to happen. A single unexpected bill, a car breaking down, or a job loss can send everything crashing down. Why? Because they were never truly stable to begin with. Living paycheck to paycheck isn't just about low income, it's about fragile habits. If losing a job means losing everything, that's not bad luck. That's a broken system. A conversation worth having. Imagine sitting across from Alex, a seasoned entrepreneur who has spent years helping others navigate their financial struggles. Across the table sits Sarah, a mid-level manager earning $80,000 a year, but feeling increasingly uneasy about her financial future. Sarah: I make decent money, Alex. So why does it feel like I'm always one step away from disaster? Alex leans forward, his expression thoughtful but firm. Let me ask you something. How long could you survive if your income stopped tomorrow? Sarah hesitates, then sighs. Probably a month? 2 at most. Alex nods knowingly. That's the problem. You're living on borrowed time. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how prepared you are for life's inevitable surprises. And when things go wrong, the blame game begins. When things go wrong, the blame game begins. The economy collapsed. My landlord raised the rent. Medical bills wiped me out. But here's the reality. Recessions don't create instability, they expose it. The real issue isn't the crisis itself. It's that most people are already one step away from disaster, whether they realize it or not. Revealing the fragility. Take James, for example. He recently lost his job due to company downsizing. At first, he blamed the economy, convinced that external forces were conspiring against him. But during a candid conversation with Alex, he began to see the bigger picture. James: it's not my fault. No one saw this coming. Alex raises an eyebrow. True, no one saw the layoffs coming. But was your situation stable before they happened? Could you have survived without a paycheck for 6 months? James frowns. Honestly, no. My savings were almost non-existent, and I had credit card debt piling up. That's the point, Alex explains. Economic downturns don't cause financial collapse, they reveal it. If your foundation is weak, any small shock can bring the whole structure down. Think about it. A house with no foundation doesn't need an earthquake to fall. Think about it. A house with no foundation doesn't need an earthquake to fall, it just needs time. A car running on empty doesn't need a roadblock to stop, it just needs distance. Person with no financial backup doesn't need a recession to go broke. They just need life to happen. The illusion of stability. Consider Lisa, a young professional who prides herself on keeping up appearances. She posts glamorous photos of vacations, new outfits, and nights out with friends. To outsiders, she seems financially savvy. What they don't see is the mounting debt behind the scenes. Her $70,000 a year salary barely covers her monthly obligations. A hefty car payment, a bloated mortgage, and mounting credit card balances. When an unexpected medical bill arrives, Lisa panics. Without savings to fall back on, she's forced to max out another credit card, digging herself deeper into financial quicksand. Desperate, she reaches out to Alex for advice. Lisa: I thought I was doing everything right. I worked hard, earned promotions, and rewarded myself along the way. Alex replies gently, rewarding yourself isn't bad, but timing matters. Debt isn't a shortcut. It's a leash. Every purchase you finance ties you to the past, instead of freeing you for the future. The worst part? Many assume things will work out. The worst part? Many assume things will work out. They plan to rely on inheritance, government, aid, or some miracle financial breakthrough. But hope is not a strategy. If your retirement plan is maybe something good will happen, you don't have a plan. Hope is not a strategy. Meet Emma, a graphic designer earning $60,000 a year. Despite her steady income, her net worth hovers around $20,000, mostly tied up in depreciating assets like her car and furniture. Her student loans weigh heavily on her finances, and her credit card balances creep higher each month. Frustrated, Emma confides in Alex during a mentorship session. "Emma, I keep telling myself things will get better eventually. Maybe I'll inherit money from my parents, or maybe the market will boom, and I'll strike gold." Alex shakes his head. "Hope isn't a strategy. Waiting for miracles leaves you vulnerable. What happens if those maybes never materialize?" Emma winces. "Then I'd be in serious trouble." "That's why preparation matters," Alex says firmly. "Building a solid financial foundation gives you control over your destiny. Instead of hoping for rescue, you create your own safety net. So ask yourself, if you had to stop working today, how long could you survive? So ask yourself, if you had to stop working today, how long could you survive? If an emergency drained your bank account, how would you recover? If the system failed you, do you have your own backup? Facing the truth. During another mentoring session, Alex poses these questions to Sarah, challenging her to confront uncomfortable truths. "Alex, let's say your car breaks down tomorrow and the repair costs $2,500. Where would that money come from?" Sarah hesitates. "I guess I'd put it on my credit card." "And what if your credit limit is maxed out?" Alex presses. Sarah looks down, visibly uncomfortable. "Then I'd be stuck. I'd probably have to borrow from family or take out a loan." Alex nods. "Exactly. That's why preparation is key. Building an emergency fund, reducing debt, and diversifying income streams give you options when life throws curveballs. If your answer is, "I don't know," then the first step isn't hoping for change. If your answer is, "I don't know," then the first step isn't hoping for change. It's making one. Because financial survival isn't about luck. It's about preparation. Taking action. As Alex concludes his conversation with Sarah, he leaves her with a final thought. Financial freedom isn't a destination. It's a mindset. It starts with awareness. Are you willing to face the truth about where you are, to challenge old habits and embrace new ones? Remember, the decisions you make today determine the life you'll live tomorrow. Sarah nods resolutely. "I think it's time to stop pretending and start planning." Alex smiles. "That's the spirit. Step off the treadmill. Build something lasting. Your future self will thank you." So the question remains, will you step off the treadmill? The truth is, wealth isn't handed to anyone. It's engineered through intentionality, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's a journey that transforms not just your bank account, but who you are as a person. Will you rise to the challenge?